Hello everybody, it's MattManectric here, back with another viewer battle, and today we're against Mark, also known as Dutch Duck Devil. I just call him Dutch. But he is a Twitch subscriber, and he actually came to me on a personal level and said, hey Matt, can I have a viewer battle with you next time you do it? And I was like, yeah, one's going out on Tuesday, mate, if you've got time on Monday, we'll get the recording done, and we'll put it up then. So, he is here. He said to me he had 4 OU Pokemon. Oh, he's got Heracross. I'm pretty sure Heracross isn't OU, but I think he's actually got 3 OU Pokemon there. Being Gengar, Mimikyu, and Tyranitar, but... oh well. I would have bought my next team, but... it's okay, it's okay. So, just looking at his team a little bit. Just looking at his team. He's got the one thing that's weak to rocks in Houndoom, so... it's potentially a Mega Houndoom. It could be very, very useful to get our rocks up purely just for that. We've got a lot of priority, so especially when you take into account Water Shuriken, the Mimikyu shouldn't be too much of an issue. I don't really know what Gengar's going to do. The Friar is probably a Dragon Dancing, so as T-Tar could be as well. Although T-Tar is the only thing on his team that could be running any kind of hazards in Stealth Rock. But yeah, so if you were confused as to why, there's a viewer battle going up today, being Tuesday, then you must be living under a rock, or you've just not been looking at my tweets, you've not been in the Discord, you've not been watching videos. Where have you been? Where have you been? So we've got a viewer battle going up today and on Thursday, as well as the battle spot, and obviously the viewer battle going up on Sunday as usual. Because I've missed the last 2 viewer battles. Phone, not a good time to go off. Oh well. So my opponent has actually opted to lead with the Zard. No, my opponent has opted to lead with the Heracross, as I lead with the Zard. See what you do, phone? You see what you do? I'm going to Mega Evolve straight up and just click Air Slash, because there is no way it lives in Air Slash. Not a chance. Not a chance. Not a hope in hell. Time Sword super effective. Although saying that, I don't think it would have lived a flamethrower either. But, you know. He's actually Mega. I don't understand why he stayed in. That's not a good decision. You've got a Tyranitar you can go into, mate. I can't really do much to Tyranitar. He's just lost his... so he has asked me in the past if I can help him with his battling and things like that. I don't know if he's obviously gone for a Rock Blast. But there was no way you were living a hit. So Tyranitar was a far, far safer play. I'm not really sure why he stayed in. I mean, Charizard outspeeds Heracross every time, unless it's a Scarf Heracross, so... we'll go out into Tapu Fini. I'm very much expecting to live a hit from this Tyranitar. And maybe we can... oh, he's going straight for a Dragonite. He's playing very much on the offense, but... see, I don't think Tyranitar will really be doing that much to Tapu Fini, to be honest with you. I can actually go for a Taunt here just to stop him from setting up further. Although he would be at +2, and +2 Tyranitar is a scary thought. So maybe I'd rather just go for damage and go for that Nature's Madness instead. I think I'd be a lot more comfortable just getting damage up, to be honest. Because I've got priority. I've got things that live hits from Tyranitars, even at +2 in Ferrothorn, unless you're running Fire Punch or Fire Blast or something like that. He's gone for the Earthquake. Again, not a fan of that. I personally, a Stone Edge is always going to do a lot more damage there. A Stone Edge, when you take into account Stab, if that thing can get a crit, and it is a high crit move, so you never know. But if that thing can get a crit, then you probably knock out Fini. Stone Edge would have... I mean, Stone Edge from this range knocks out Fini, for sure. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that Earthquake, to be honest with you. I'm not a fan of it. I think that's a poor play. I think that's a poor play. I mean, I'm not even sure what he's got for Fini. I guess Gengar. I mean, Gengar's pretty frail, so you don't want it taking too many hits, but... I mean, surely Gengar's a better play than staying with a Tyranitar and forced to take a Fairy attack or a Water attack. Because I could have scolded them with a potential of a burn. Obviously, I'm not running Scold, but to be honest, Dutch probably knows that. Because, and he does get the crit from Stone Edge! What did I say? If he went for Stone Edge last time and got that crit, he doesn't take half... well, he doesn't take any damage, as a matter of a fact. So... Is he running Fire Punch? No, I think he's running Crunch. So I think Dutch, he's lost his Heracross poorly. He could have a +1 Tyranitar without taking any damage at this stage, with my Tapu Fini gone. He could be in a much better situation than he is. I'm going to bring in Ferrothorn and just go for the Gyro Ball. He has gone for the Earthquake, which means he is not running the Fire Punch or the Fire Blast. And we will live an Earthquake without any real issue, as Gyro Ball looks to knock out the Tyranitar from that range of HP at +1 speed. And down it goes. So that's two big threats out the way. If he wants to set up with anything else, of course we have Hazer on Greninja to get rid of any setup moves, should it come down to it. But Ferrothorn's quite comfortable, just saying, you know, we've got 2/3 of our HP remaining, we can set up a Leech Seed if we want to. Houndoom is going to enter. Now in this scenario, I would very much predict him to go for a Nasty Plot. Although, if you look, if you look at his team, he doesn't have much to deal with Ferrothorn, so I'm not going to take the risk. I'm just going to switch it out. There's no reason for me to risk staying in with Ferrothorn. Well, I've got the option of, say, going into Greninja and hitting him with a Water Shuriken with the Life Orb boost, which should do a fair bit of damage to Houndoom, actually, even if it does Mega Evolve, because it doesn't get a massive amount of bulk left. Although, I don't think... Oh, he does go for a Nasty Plot. I could have went for Leech Seed. But, I mean, see here, do I go for a Haze here and just get rid of the Nasty Plot? Do I go for a Water Shuriken and go for damage? Because if I go for damage, I'm then probably relying on Mamoswine to knock him out, or Charizard to knock him out. If I go for Haze, I'm going to go for Water Shuriken. Screw it, let's play on the offensive. Let's get some damage on this thing. We, of course, transform into the Water type, the pure Water type, I might add. And if that's 5 hits, that's a dead Houndoom. Got to be 5 hits, though. There's 3. Can we get a 4th? We can't get a 4th, and Greninja probably doesn't have a hit at all. Oh, he's gone for Sludge Bomb. Interesting. But yeah, like I said, I don't think we live a hit. He's at +2. Oh, we do live it, but he freaking poisoned me. Is he going to get any more lucky? We only hit him with 3 hits from the Water Stroke, and he got the crit Stone Edge, although that didn't actually matter. And he gets the poison, and that matters so much, because it means we're not knocking out the Houndoom next turn without taking any damage, because I think Houndoom outspeeds Charizard. That might be wrong, actually. I don't know, let's find out. What's Houndoom's base speed? Okay, no, Houndoom's base 8 speed will outspeed it next turn. But it's a little bit annoying, It's not mattered too much in the end, though. So let's go for the Air Slash. And just take out the Houndoom. Oh, you're kidding me! What? What? What kind of bullshit is this? We just got to miss the bloody Air Slash. After I've just contemplated in my head, his luck so far hasn't really mattered. That's mattered a stupid amount. If he's got any kind of priority in his team, such as Feraligatr with Aqua Jet, he can now just bring in that thing. I don't live here and I can't Solar Beam him. That is bullshit, game, and you very much well know it. That is bullshit. Hannah comes in, the Mimikyu. Again, he can... Mate, that's some bullshit. What are you doing, game? Come on. Help me out a little bit. Let's bring in Ferrothorn. He's going to go for the Swords Dance. To be honest, that's all he's tried to do. Just try and set up and then swoop me. Obviously, unless, apart from that first turn when he obviously just went for the Rock Blast. I'm going to go for the Gyro Ball in this thing. He's not knocking out Ferrothorn unless he's got the Z move. Let's go for the Gyro Ball. Let's break that Disguise and then bring in something else next turn to take him out. Oh, he's got Shadow Claw. Yeah, that shouldn't knock us out. Yeah, not even close. Iron Barb's going to do a bit of damage, but Gyro Ball, of course, going to break the all-important Disguise so that we can bring in something next turn and hopefully knock him out. Hey, this is still some bullshit. So we've seen he's got Swords Dance, we've seen he's got the Shadow Claw. We might live another Shadow Claw if I go for Protect here. So I think we're going to do just that. If he sets up another Swords Dance, then that's going to be really quite bad. And I don't think he will, though. I think it's too risky. No, he does just go for another Shadow Claw. Like I say, I think I'll live a hit from this thing. With the amount of HP I've got left. Alternatively, he could go see if he can hang on from a gyro ball and then go ahead and set up another sword stance, which I don't think he will. I think that's too risky because a gyro ball should do a very, very large amount of damage, and he doesn't want to risk me taking them out with my iron barbs. He does just go for the shadow claw. We'll see if that knocks me out. It doesn't. We live on HP, so that protect was so important, allowing us to live one extra attack and get off a gyro ball. Down goes the Mimikyu. But however, I have almost lost my Ferrothorn, and that could be really bad because he does have the Feraligatr, which, if that Feraligatr has Earthquake, he could very well win this game. Oh, I'm so annoyed by that shadow, or whatever it was that crit me. I'm so annoyed. Gengar's going to come in. Again, that thing isn't going to take a gyro ball very well. I'm not going to risk it. I'm just going to go for the gyro ball. If he wants to set up or anything, he's running Dark Pulse Gengar. Not the smartest thing I've ever seen in the world. You're much better off running, you know, Shadow Ball, Sludge Bomb, maybe Dazzling Gleam is another move to add to that list. I could bring in Magna Zone here. We are Assault Vest, but I think I'm going to need to keep it at full HP if I'm going to live a hit from the Feraligatr. I am going to bring a Mamoswine, however, and just go to knock this thing out with an Earthquake. And if he is Focus Sash, then we knock him out next turn anyway. Oh, we're going to see Confuse Ray. So hopefully Mamoswine can hit through this Confusion. That would be delightful. And next time we'll look to Ice Shard. Come on, Mamoswine. Please. Mamoswine does hit through with that new Confusion nerf. And Gengar should faint. Obviously, it doesn't have Levitate this generation. Unless he has that Focus Sash, which he does have the Focus Sash. But that's okay, because we've got Ice Shard. And we hopefully knock him out next time. Curse Body's going to activate, which is a little bit annoying. But I'm not actually too worried about that. Because, as you can see on my bottom screen, we do have the option to Tectonic Rage next turn. If it comes down to it. Which, we're actually going to snap ourselves out of confusion. So, finally, our luck is turning, people. Our luck is turning. The Gengar goes down. The Cursed Body, like I say, it has locked our Earthquake, but because we have Tectonic Rage, we can still get off a massively powerful ground-type attack as the Feraligatr enters the battle. Do we live a Waterfall? Probably not, but we can hope, can't we? We'll go for the Dragon Rage? The Tectonic Rage to hopefully get rid of this Feraligatr on one hit. It should do a rather large chunk of damage. It should do. I'm expecting it to do a lot. If we can get the attack. We're actually going to outspeed the Feraligatr. I guess that's just the advantage of having speed EVs on Mamoswine. As it is able to get off the Tectonic Rage, the Mammoth is going to take the Crocodile far on the down. It is, of course, a battle of the ancients. As, mate, look at that. Smashing those tusks into Feraligatr. Taking him into the core of the planet. And down goes Feraligatr. It is I think, a 3-0 victory for us. Thank you very much for that battle, Darch. Darch? Hey, I've just crossed his name, like Dark Dutch Devil. Dark Dutch Darch. Sure, why not? But thank you very much for that battle. Thank you for coming up to me like way beforehand and going, Matt, can you just let me know when you want to battle and I'll be well up for it. Thank you for doing that for me. If you are interested in a viewer battle yourself, Discord is the way to go. The link's in the description. But he did ask me to sort of critique his battling. What I would say, mate, is you actually made a really good play. I'm not going to say your predictions were wrong. I mean, you made some weird plays, like leaving in Heracross. But something I would say, guys, in a 6v6 scenario, don't predict on the first turn. Don't do it. He should have just gone, okay, he's going to hit me with a flying attack or a fire attack in the sun. I'm not going to appreciate that. So I'm going to switch out. He should be going out to T-Tart first turn. Absolutely. But, I mean, I can understand why he wouldn't have wanted to, because obviously I would have got the sun up as I Mega Evolve. But T-Tart is living one of those hits way better than Heracross ever is. The prediction I've mentioned that I thought was very, very good was when he Nasty plotted predicting my switch out. Brilliant, brilliant play. I don't know whether or not he predicted me to switch out or he just thought it was a good mon to set up on. I thought that was an excellent play. Houndoom just didn't have the team around it, so it could sweep. It doesn't have the speed, obviously, as we found out. He got quite lucky with some of the things that happened. I got lucky with that confusion being gone without being hit on confusion. But we're gonna leave there. We're gonna leave the battle there. And if you did enjoy, remember to hit the like button and subscribe for new social media links in the description. Thank you very much for the game, Dutch. And we will see you all next time for tomorrow's episode, or Wednesday's episode, of Battle Spot Singles. I will see you very soon. Bye-bye.